What is up, guys? Grady here with Grady's Gear, and today I got the Vero Engineering Mini Fulcrum. Now, I just got this in today, but I am already I'm already ready to do my full review on this thing because I have messed with it now for a little bit, and I pretty much know everything that I'm going to say. And I'm also going to give you guys some tips and tricks on to have a better experience with the Mini Fulcrum in general. There are some issues with the mini version in particular that you won't run into with the full size, but I want to share those with you guys so you guys can get a better experience with this pry tool. So this is a little guy. It's just under 4 inches, so it is a little guy. But the cool thing about the Mini Fulcrum and the Fulcrum in general from Vero is that it is a inline driver as well as a pry tool. That is what is making these the hottest pry bar tools, EDC gear, whatever you want to call it, is making it the hottest pry bar on the market right now, guys. The fact that it does take the bits right here at the top instead of the side. A lot of pry bars take the little, the 1/4 inch hex or whatever, and then you can use it this way to do your freaking your tightening down or whatever you need to do in a pinch. But this has a magnet on the inside, which you can see right here, and you can use it as an inline driver, which makes it so much easier. Now, I've been on the hunt for one of these for a while. I scored this off the secondary for table price from a good dude. Shout out to Ryan. Thank you so much for this, man. They come in a bunch of different variations. I went with the black wash. There was only 2 variations I was really interested in. That was the black wash or the plain tie, because the reason for that is the back right here, when you take out the bits and stuff, you can scratch up and mar the finish on here. So I really didn't care to go for a Cerakote for that reason. As you can see right here, guys, I am rocking a Phillips and a flathead, and I know some of you guys are going to ask, you're a knife guy, why aren't you carrying, some Torx, a T8, a T6? Guys, I take apart my knives at home. I have a kit for that. For me, on the fly, I find in my day-to-day life, I am a dad, I'm a husband, I'm Mr. Fix-It around the house and stuff like that. I find that I need a Phillips head or a flathead more than anything else. I've never really been out and about and was like, damn, I need a Torx for my knife. I just don't need it. I maintain my knives when I'm at home, so they're good when I'm out and about. That's just my thing. It is cool, though, that I can carry some Torx in here to maintenance on my knives. And, in my EDC bag, I can carry the Torx in there, so if I happen to need them, I can just use it. It does come with these rubber O-rings right here. I also got the different colors. They have a little package that you can get a whole bunch of different colors and stuff like that. I did get that included with the package, which I thought was really cool. I might switch these out for the white ones so I can have a black and white kind of look for my logo to matchy match. That would be really cool. All right, so some tips and tricks to this guy, because there's not really much to say. It is a pry bar. It's a chunk of titanium. It works very well for that. But some tips and tricks. Here is where my buddy Kevin did not like his, and he kept the full size, but he gave away his Mini Fulcrum. The O-rings right here, because of the pocket clip, when you move down these notches right here, these 3, when you move down these 3, it gets in the way of the pocket clip. And if you are clipping this to your pocket, these O-rings get in the way and makes it really difficult to get this in and out of the pocket. And this pocket clip already with Vero's really has some high tension. I'm like putting a lot of pressure on this, and that's one of the downfalls is the pocket clip. It does kind of ramp up right here, which on a knife I don't like. It creates for a hot spot. On the pry tool, though, it's awesome because my thumb lands right here. Perfect for if you're scraping, prying, using this thing as a flathead screwdriver. If you're really bearing down on it, that little ramp right there makes it extremely comfortable and gives you a lot of control. So there's good and bad to the pocket clip. I do not clip this to my back pocket. This actually drops down in my back pocket. It weighs nothing, and it's so thin, I drop it in my back pocket when my EDC hang. Now, here are some tips for making it easier to get the bits out, you do not want to go this way. Just don't do it. You gotta pull this thing up right here, and it's a pain in the freaking ass, and then you gotta put it back, and you spend more time trying to get the bits out and put them back in than you actually do, screwing or tightening in what you're trying to do. So what I found is I put the two what the fuck are they called, Chris? O-rings. Damn, I had a brain fart. I put the two O-rings at the top right here on the top two notches. And it's got enough retention. They're not coming out. There's no rattling. They're not coming out, so you don't have to worry about that or whatever. But all I do is I push up on these right here. And I push them all the way up. Then I take this one. This is really freaking hard to do on the camera. Right there. Boom. You just push them up and they come right out. It's really easier for me to do it that way because of the high clearance right here. I don't have to worry about pushing it on the pocket clip. And it makes it really easy to get in and out these bits right here. And they just pop in. Boom, and then boom, and then you're back in business. So that makes it really easy to do. That's just the thing I have found that makes it easier. If you want to change the color of your bands and stuff like that, I would not recommend going all the way down. You can, it's just a pain. I would just take out this screw right here, pop off the clip, and then pull them off this way. Just makes it that much easier. If you are planning on using the pocket clip at all, I would suggest get the full size. The Vero does offer a different kind of clip for this. It's like a keychain that you put on here. But when you put that on there, it blocks for where you got to put in here, the bits. So that kind of just doesn't make it that intuitive for me. And I don't understand why you would carry this on your keychain to begin with. It's a little big to carry on a keychain. Back pocket or in the fifth pocket of your jeans, this is going to work great. But yeah, the mini Fulcrum just has some issues, but if you're not, worried about using a pocket clip or anything like that, it should work just fine. It does for me. This is not a primary tool. If you're buying this to be a primary, you're taking all your knives apart down with this, I would recommend not doing that. Just get, a driver or go get one of them Weehaw sets off of Amazon or something like that. This is definitely for in a pinch type use thing. Even if you're just like me and you're carrying a Phillips and a flathead, this isn't my primary use. I just use a regular screwdriver or a flathead screwdriver. This is on the fly, last minute kind of thing or whatever. This is what I have on me, and it works beautifully for that. That's what it was designed to do. The price tag on these guys are around $95, and I think that's for the mini and the full size. They're around the same price. They do have limited edition runs. They are all sold out right now. I'm assuming that they are going to be doing another run soon since Blade Show is coming up, and they'll probably be dropping some more. I kind of want to buy the full size now to keep in my EDC bag. Maybe I'll carry this on my person and keep a backup in my EDC bag and get the full size, because you don't run into that problem with the full size because it's obviously longer, and this right here is towards the end of the pry bar, so it's nowhere near the pocket clip, so you don't have to worry about all that. And I know that's why a lot of guys just get the full size, but the full size for me is a little too long for the way I carry it. I do not clip this to my back pocket. I have found every time I've clipped something to my back pocket, it gets either A, the pocket clip gets snagged and I bend the pocket clip, or I snap it, or B, it gets caught, I don't realize it comes out of my pocket, and then I lose it. So I like to drop this just down into my pocket. But yeah, guys, this is just a short little review of this. There's not really too much to say, but I did want to share with you guys the little tips and tricks. As you can see, the O-rings are not touching a pocket clip on these first two notches. If you come down to these other three right here, it's going to touch. And especially when you get down here, it starts lifting up on the pocket clip, which makes it not that comfortable to hold. if you're using it as a pry bar scraping or a flathead right here if you really need to get some torque down. So I wouldn't recommend it for that. Or if you want to do the keychain, some guys are into that too. If you want to do the keychain, just keep in mind that those bits at the top right here, that keychain is going to get in the way. So, but yeah, guys, this is just a quick review of this. Like I said, there's not too much to say, but it is like the hottest EDC item out right now. I'm super glad that I got it. I think it's worth the money if you can put up with the little bit of issues that it has. I definitely think it's worth it. It's not bad by any means. And the fact that it's a driver with a pry bar on it, I don't think this is a pry bar with a driver. I think it was designed as a driver with a pry bar on it. And I think that's the best way that I can put it. But yeah, guys, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found these tips and tricks a little bit helpful and, might persuade you if you're interested in picking this thing up. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next one.